In this episode, I'm talking to Bernadette Osmow, President and CMO of Osmow's, one of Canada's fastest growing Mediterranean chains with 190 plus locations across Canada and the US. According to some online sources, they're doing over $140 million in revenue per year. We're going to cover many things. Number one, how this family-operated business went from one location to almost 200 locations nationwide. Number two, behind the scenes stories of the very successful commercial and TV campaign with Toronto Raptors stars Fred VanVleet and Norman Powell back in 2019 when they won the entire NBA playoffs. And of course, all the spicy details like how much that campaign, commercial and TV campaign cost, breakdown of their marketing budget per month, and many, many more. And of course, every time she can't answer a question, we both have to take a shot of hot sauce from our sponsors, Seed, Ranch, Flavor, and Co. And these are 3 brand new flavors, so I'm excited. Wish me luck, Martians. I hope you enjoy this one. Hello, Martians. Welcome back to another episode of Marketing on Mars. I think it's 106 or 107. Someone's going to correct me. Super excited today because we have the head of marketing, president, and CMO of a food company. It's one of Canada's fastest growing Mediterranean chains with over 90 locations throughout Ontario. So because it's a food company and we got hot sauce, I think we're gonna have a good time on the show. Bernadette Osmow, she's currently the CMO. Bernadette, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Simon. How's it going?
It's good. I'm nervous. I backstage. I just opened all of my new Seed Ranch Flavor and Co. hot sauce. I think you received some of the stuff that we sent as well, right?
Yeah, I did. I received 3 different kinds, and
3
I don't
different
know
kinds.
which one's spicier. Should be exciting.
Yeah, well, I think we can look in the back of this one. I'm holding the Smoky Ghost. It has 3 peppers, so I think that's probably the most spicy.
Okay, that helps a little.
Yeah, and
Start
then
off
aside from
easy.
that, we also got the taco. Everything but taco. That's two peppers, and then I think this one has no peppers. The umami everyday sauce. Is that what you got?
Excellent.
Okay, should we start with that?
We should start with that. I guess we have to start right away.
Yeah, let's get
All
into it.
right. How much is decent? My coworker got me a massive cup. Does this look reasonable for you?
Ooh, this
A
one
lot.
this one has no pepper, so I think it should be fine.
Okay.
But maybe
You definitely have less than me, so next time I'm pouring less.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay.
No spice. Good.
Okay.
I'm
What's
glad we're not doing this with Osmo's hot sauce. You would hate your job a little bit.
really? Is it like what's inside the hot sauce?
Oh, can't tell you that, but it's spicy.
Ooh. Well, we got ghosts. We got ghost peppers coming up. Is that
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
does it rank
I
up
see
there?
that.
We'll have to
Yep.
see. Well, Bernadette, you're doing some crazy marketing magic at the company at Osmos. Um, I know you guys because I saw you guys at a Raptors commercial. That was really cool. Talk to us about that because obviously Raptors is one of the biggest sports team in Canada. How did
Yes.
that whole thing come about?
It was years of us talking about it. So it was my brother and I. At that time, I was pretty much the entire marketing department. And him and I talked about doing something with the Raptors. We felt like the demographic of the Raptors resembled the demographic of our customer base in restaurants. And we thought it would be a good connection and a good entry point for us. And so that year, Kawhi Leonard gets acquired by the team. Obviously, we're thinking
Big
this
news.
is our only opportunity, if ever, that we should do something because the Raptors will probably go far. So we put everything into it. I made a couple of calls. My second call was to somebody who said, I know the agent of Fred Van Vliet. And so I got talking with the agent for Fred Van Vliet, and then he calls me back and he says he's interested in doing it, but he wants to do it with his friend. And I said, "Who's his friend?" And he
Who's his
said,
friend?
"Norman Powell." Norman
Oh,
Powell.
Norman
A
Powell.
lot. It was
He's no
amazing.
longer at the Raptors, right?
He's no
He's now
longer with the
moved on.
Raptors, unfortunately. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But
I actually
and they
none of
were
those
both
three. None
bench
of those three
players.
players.
Exactly.
Yeah.
None of them too, exactly, were with the Raptors anymore. But at the time they were, and they were both bench players. And obviously our eyes lit up. I told my brother they want to both do it, and he's like, "Holy shit." We were thinking, "Damn, this is going to cost a lot more than we expected." And so we ended up saying, "Let's do it. Let's go all out. We're going to kill our marketing budget this year, but it'll be worth it." And so we ended up getting them both, and we signed them as our brand ambassadors, and we shot 3 commercials with them in 4 hours. We got a production company that did it for less than $10,000.
No way.
Breaking news, because we needed to be smart with our marketing budget. And we
For sure.
also said, hey, look, you're going to get the opportunity of a lifetime shooting Norman Powell and Fred Van Vliet. This is good for you. It's good for us. And therefore, we ended up going forward with it.
Wow. So, I mean, this might be a hot sauce question right off the bat. How much did it come up to all in?
It was a lot because it's a TV thing. So, which hot sauce would you like to have?
All right. Good
Well,
answer.
I'm
I
gonna
just
go
ordered
with
it.
it too.
Let's go up. Let's go up to the taco. And
Oh Lord,
my team is bugging me, so I'm gonna do a full spoon for this one.
this looks like a lot, right?
Yeah, let's see. I'll fill up the spoon. Okay,
I should get a
it's
spoon. It's a
yeah.
smart strategy.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's
Mm.
delicious.
Oh, that's spicy.
And it's spicy.
Oh, it's spicy.
And that's only two.
hmm
Bernadette, that's only
hmm
two out of the next one is three.
I'm containing myself.
Oh, that is spicy. That is spicy.
Okay.
Okay, that is spicy.
I thank my coworker for this.
You're gonna dip the
Burn.
popsicle on the next one, right?
It's a burn. I'll dip the popsicle. You could.
Yeah, that is spicy. Wow.
Might make it better.
So how does this compare to your spice,
hmm
the Osmo spice?
It's still less. It's
So
still less.
okay, so we're gonna try this one. We'll try the ghost one later, and then we'll see. But ooh, I'm like
Sounds good.
trying to
Sounds
hide my tears. That was actually quite spicy.
You tricked me. That's just second one?
Yeah,
Will
wow.
be nice.
Seed Ranch, they definitely up their
Mhm.
spice level. So before they sent us these are the 3 new flavors. Before that, we had the spiciest one was the umami reserve. You don't have this one, but if we ever do round 2, we'll send you
Okay.
this one.
Not the
Um,
umami everyday sauce.
no, this one's a little different. It's called the umami
Okay.
reserve, and this was the spiciest one, and I think that's less than the taco. So I'm nervous
Nice.
about the smoky
Nice.
ghost. It's gonna
I
get
might need tissues.
spicy. All right, so expensive. We're not gonna say how much,
Expensive.
but expensive. Have you guys ever tried
Yes.
like billboards and all that?
Of course. Yes, yes.
How
Yes.
does billboards compare to working with the
More
all stars?
expensive. So
Ooh,
getting the players, shooting the commercial, and mind you, we did get the best price for shooting the commercial.
yeah.
Nothing in comparison to actually physically putting it on television. And we were the smallest
Mm.
brand to ever advertise on TV. So it was huge for
No
us. It
way.
put us on the map. We saw plus 30% year over year same restaurant sales, and we saw over 430,000 views or impressions on our website. People Googling, what is Osmos? Where is Osmos near me? We got a great ton of exposure. Definitely worth the money. And I
Yeah.
think it's it's something that was with the time. It made sense, and all the stars were aligned. It was
So
amazing.
you guys saw a return on investment or ROI,
We saw an
um,
immediate return on
immediate.
investment. Yes.
Wow. Within
Yeah.
the first like month? Because
In the first month.
Raptors not only made the playoffs, they won the whole thing that year.
They won the whole thing that year. And the coolest thing is Fred VanVleet and Norman Powell, as they said, were bench players. They got to play more than usual. They
Way
got to
more.
perform really well. I think in a couple of games, Fred VanVleet didn't perform as well as he would have liked to. And somehow we got praised for that. People were saying, oh, well, he's busy shooting Osmos commercials, or, he's busy eating shawarmas. And it ended up working out nonetheless for us. So it was great.
Yeah, and then Fred ended up being one of those star players, like the unsung heroes that
You
entire
got
run.
it. Exactly.
Do you
Exactly.
think if the Raptors didn't make it that far and won everything, and Fred and Norman didn't start shining as bright as they did, do you think that would have limited the effect of the ROI, or what are
I
or if
think
we went back in time?
honestly, I think because it wasn't everything, I'll say no, because at the beginning it was still working up their game and playing well and this and that, and them doing a little bit, and we hadn't seen that we were gonna get the championship this year, right? So the
Yeah,
year of 2019, we hadn't seen it. So I don't think it would have affected it. At the beginning, at least, maybe at the end had we not gotten it, but I felt like we got a lot of praise for us winning the championship. It was as if people said Osmos was good luck for the Raptors as well. So in that sense, yes, it probably would have affected sales in a way, for sure. I'm
well,
gonna grab a tissue because
it is really,
somehow I feel like
audience members,
if
this
you
is
make
actually
me do this
super.
again.
It is
Okay.
super spicy. We're not joking around here. Um, yeah, well, I mean, it sounds like maybe you guys should have shot another commercial this year because the Raptors
Yes.
not doing
Yeah.
as well
Yeah.
as they
They're
were, but
they're rebuilding the team. We're giving them the
rebuilding.
chance. We're gonna
That's
see that opportunity again. We're definitely gonna jump on it when it comes.
yeah. Okay, we went on a long tangent there because I love basketball. I'm a huge NBA.
I
We
love it.
can talk about NBA just for a whole hour, but um, obviously you do a lot of marketing.
Yes.
When you're not marketing shawarma to the masses, what's one completely non-marketing thing that keeps you inspired? Because you got
Mm.
10, 12 hours a day working. I'm sure you're doing a lot of marketing, but any non-marketing things that keeps you excited?
Honestly, I thank the team for obviously the marketing piece. I
Hmm.
I do a lot outside of marketing, and I think all of us here at Osmos wear different hats. I start off my day at our plant. I call it the central kitchen, where we basically get all our proteins, we debone it, we marinate it, we package it, and then ship it out to our restaurants. So that's how I start my day. And then I come into the office, I take care of or head up marketing, HR, as well as our charity, Osmos Hope Fund. So those
Oh,
are the other things that I do outside of marketing. And like I said, the entire team does so much. So I can't say it's really we. We do a lot to make sure that this company keeps going and hits that 200 restaurant soon, very soon from now.
and wow, 200. Wait, where are you guys at now? Like over
All
100?
over Canada, almost everywhere now.
Yeah.
And then 6 in the US thus far.
So
Pretty cool.
in total, like total number of stores, how
Literally 199 right
one?
now.
All right,
So
guys,
we have three
let's open up.
locations fighting to be the 200th.
That's gonna be crazy. 199 because online I saw that it was like 90 something. So you guys are now 199. So you guys have
Yes. Yes.
doubled since wow. Incredible. What about from a personal perspective? Like what do you do after all the marketing and the non-marketing stuff? What do you do kind of personally?
Full-time mom and wife. I have two beautiful daughters, nearly 5 and just turned 2, Aviana and Alessia.
Oh,
And I have
Cute.
a wonderful husband, Fedi, who literally is my world. He was the reason I was able to travel to Zambia when I was 5 weeks postpartum to go and see what our charity is doing in Zambia firsthand. It was extremely beautiful, and it was all thanks to him. He's a great guy that was able to say, I will take care of the two kids for a week until you come back. And
Oh.
he's like, I did a great job. You came back and they're alive. I did my job.
Yeah, I did my job. And is he also a big Raptors fan?
He's a
Is he
huge Raptors
diehard?
fan. I go to
Yeah,
him for insights. Him
nice.
and Ben Osmow, they're my go-to. Okay, with regards to Raptor, what do we do? What are these good players? Should I reach out? You're definitely my go-tos. I see how
Yeah.
you bring it back to the Raptors again.
I can't. This is so cool that I'm talking to the lead of that Osmos commercial because I've seen that. Obviously, I watched the entire as a Canadian,
Yeah,
and I'm in Vancouver. We don't have a
yeah,
team, so all of us were cheering on the Raptors that year, and
exactly.
I remember your commercial. I'm like, oh, now I'm talking to the person who created that commercial, which is so cool.
Love that.
Yeah. One last question, and then I think the team wants us to do another shot.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh Lord, let's keep this answer as long as possible so we can delay it.
I'm
Um,
with you, Simon.
yeah. So influencer campaigns obviously is a huge part of your playbook. Um, aside from the two that we talked about, Fred Van Vliet and Norman Powell, what are some of the most unexpected creators that you've worked with that crush it for Osmos?
No, boys. They ate at a restaurant prior to us ever reaching out, and they actually posted a picture with Osmo's bag in their hand in front of the restaurant, and we got tagged in it by somebody randomly. And that's kind of how we found out that they love our brand. And so we
What?
ended up reaching out and we did some initiatives with them. And then eventually Kyle from Nelk Boys was also in one of our commercials that we rolled out during Super Bowl. And it ended up being one of the funnier ones that we rolled out. I'm not sure if you saw it. It was great.
No, no, I didn't see that one. Wow, I didn't know that they and they did it without you guys even working together. They just posted about
They literally
Osmos.
posted about it themselves, which was obviously great when you have such a great following and you candidly love a brand posting about it. So when we did end up getting in contact with them, they were telling us how much they loved it. And it was such an organic relationship. And we
Mm,
love working with people that love our food because they get it
yeah,
and they
yeah,
don't have to pretend they like it. They actually like it. So it's great.
yeah. Okay,
I
cool.
feel like I didn't go long enough. I screwed
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Can we can we just? All right.
Are we doing the room?
Yeah, I think let's.
Oh,
Uh,
all
I
right.
mean, I'm not really excited about this one, but
I'm about to cry just thinking about it.
but you know what? The one thing I'll say about Seed Ranch is like, even though they make things spicy, is always still tasty.
Yeah,
But
we're getting funny.
I'm nervous. But I'm nervous. I,
Oh boy.
I hope you do a small one because I'll do a small one
I
as
did. I did. After the last one, I took such a big gulp.
well. Oh my god, this is
I'm
sick.
scared.
What the
It
heck?
does. It's very thick. It did not want to come down.
All right, I'm just gonna do a little for now.
Okay. It
All
looks
right.
like a heart. Cheers. I think the other one was spicier.
I think we also did less, or
Oh,
did we not
oh.
shake it enough?
Okay. I feel it. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I do think the other one was spicier still, though.
Yeah. We
Feeling.
might have. We'll double this one next one, and we'll
Mm.
see, and then we'll see if the doubling of the volume changes anything. But
That's how our hot sauce works. It's the more you put, the spicier it is.
is
So
that how it
sometimes people
works?
are like, "Would I'd like to get mild hot sauce on the side." I'll say I'll give you hot sauce on the side, but it really depends on how much you put. We'll make it a little bit or extreme. But
See,
ours is based on
I
application.
I feel like I'm one of those customers of your guys is that will not understand that, and I'll think,
Yeah.
medium.
You drench it,
Let's go. Yeah. Um.
and then I'll
Yeah.
burn
That's
both ways.
so. I want to dive a little bit into your career story a little bit. Obviously, you've been at Osmos for a long time now.
Yes.
Uh, coming up on 8 years now. when you first joined Osmos, what was one of the biggest like, wow, I didn't expect this moment? Because your background is slightly different. You were a recruiter before that.
Oh, well, so obviously I am the daughter in the business. So initially, the way it started was we had a sub shop. My dad switched the sub shop into Mediterranean cuisine. I don't know if you know the story. It's a really cute story. It's one of my favorites. It's we came into Canada. My parents' education didn't count for anything. So he ended up buying the sub shop and a home for us to live in using all his savings. And then coming into Canada, he ended up buying that sub shop in order for him to sustain our monthly mortgage on the house.
Mm,
So Sam Osmo did that, and then my mom supported. And initially, people had said, "Don't even think about it from a perspective of switching it to shawarma," because a customer walked in, tried Dad's food, traditional Egyptian meal for lunch, and he ended up buying it instead of his sub shop. So Dad thought, "Okay, let me switch the concept to something I know and people will love because clearly they like exotic Middle Eastern flavors." And so when he decided to do that,
um,
everyone and their mother was against the idea, including my mother. And then
literally everyone and their
including
mothers.
my mother, literally, because it was scary. In 2001, there was no diversity in food. And so he ended up doing it, and we all renovated, worked hard with him, supported his concept and idea, and then we opened up as Osmos. Lo and behold, crickets. Nobody walked in, nobody
Really?
wanted to try the food. They didn't know what it was all about. And then finally, the Bread and Honey Festival happened, and so he ended up carving his shawarma, giving people samples, and that's how we first became famous. It was word of mouth. So
Mm.
I worked with Dad 10 years in restaurant, and he eventually kicked me out
Oh,
to go get experience elsewhere, and that's kind of how I ended up leaving before coming back in 2017.
wow. Yes, right. You left 2011, and in between 2012 to 2017, you worked at, like Match,
Yes.
marketing group,
Yeah.
and the People Store staffing solution. So yeah, you worked at a couple of kind of talent acquisition companies,
Yes,
and then you moved
exactly. I
back.
studied HR, and so I worked in recruitment. I loved recruitment. I loved giving people good news, giving them jobs, opportunities, helping them grow their career. So that was something that I really enjoyed. Match Marketing Group is a marketing agency,
Right now.
and that's kind of how I got to experience marketing. I got to see it in the lens of recruitment, and I loved what
Mm,
I was recruiting for. I'm like, I want to
mm,
do that.
mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and now you already mentioned Osmos has its own charity, Hope Fund.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Bosno's Hope.
what sparked the idea, and how do you keep the brand grounded in purpose, not just promotion all the time? You know.
It's part of our identity. My dad has always been the most generous man I've ever met in my life. There's not been someone who surpassed his generosity. I'll hear about it through other people. I'll never hear about it through him and what he did. It's more so other people tell me what he did. So it's always been something where we give, because we have a plant where we make our own food. We have a relationship with food banks and shelters where we supply them on a regular basis with food to share, and it's something that we've always done locally. And so we started thinking, okay, what's a good way of having a bigger impact and expanding on that? How can you really make an impact in life? And it was by creating this charity. So in 2020, we officially made the charity, and we already do the local and wanted to continue in the local, but we also wanted to look at abroad. What does that mean for third world countries where maybe they don't have as much opportunities? And coming from
Mm,
Egypt, we know what that's like. So
yeah.
it was that.
Yeah.
That's how it all began. Yeah.
So what exactly? So you work with other charities, or you have people on the ground? Like, how does? Tell me a little bit about just how it works.
Great question. Not many people ask that. I love that. We do work with other charities, and we work with other charities that have a smaller admin fee because we give 100% of proceeds to the cause, which
Amazing.
means whatever admin fee they're paying, Osmos Inc. is paying, so that any funds that we raise or we contribute ourselves go directly to feeding children in Zambia and places of learning, creating access to clean water wells, those types of initiatives. So literally whatever a customer in our roundup month in November, whatever a customer gives, they know all of it is being used on children, on creating sustainable solutions. Yeah,
Incredible. And you actually got to travel to the
I
source
actually
and
got to
where it actually
travel.
happens. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes,
it's
it was
awesome.
incredible.
Yeah. Um, all right. We're gonna do a segment called This or That.
Okay.
So this is again the team trying to get us to do hot sauce. So you just gotta answer all the questions
Is
and then
that
we'll be
all?
all good. Yeah, that's it. So there are 5 questions. I'll give you 2 options and you just choose this or that.
Okay.
So first, Super Bowl commercial with a
Yes.
typo or a billboard ad placed
Ooh.
upside down. Ooh,
Oh, they're both worse
yeah,
than
they're
each
both
other.
horrible. They're both horrible.
Mm.
We just wasted millions of dollars.
Typo. I'll
Oh,
tell you why. Because at least it's just one word and hopefully people don't notice it. But if the whole ad is upside down, it's over.
oh, okay,
Reason,
okay.
right?
Unless that's a concept. I've seen some ads that are
I
flipped
mean,
upside down.
if
I
it's a
mean,
bag of
unless
fries, it looks good. It's falling out.
yeah, exactly.
Then all the words are upside down.
Yeah, exactly. They all have typos.
Yeah.
All right. Always have popcorn stuck in your teeth, or always have wet socks.
Ew.
You for to both.
They're both horrible. Do I have to choose?
You gotta choose one.
Oh, popcorn. Popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully people don't see it.
I know, right? Uh,
It's
be,
in the
be
back.
in be in charge of all the store's music playlists, all
Okay.
199 stores, or be in charge of every social media reply for a month.
Oh my God. I would take the playlist because you could set it and forget
That's true. That's true.
it.
Only be able to whisper or only be able to shout when you're talking.
Well, I probably pick whisper because people already say I'm so soft spoken that I sound like I'm whispering all the time. So
Oh,
what's new really?
what's new? Yeah, you just gotta tone it down a little more. Last question. Who's the most difficult client or partner you've had to deal with in the last year?
Oh. Oh, I can't share that live anywhere.
Hopefully, it's not one of the basketball players.
No, definitely not. Love
All right,
them.
let's go smoke. I want to test this. I want to go do the smoky, but we'll
You
double
want
the
to give it a
volume.
real chance?
We'll give it a real
Okay,
chance.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to give it a whirl here.
I think you got to really shake it up.
Okay.
Let's go.
You caught me. Wow, I really did not want to pour. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
know.
meant to be.
You gotta
Not
go
meant to
for
be.
it.
Sorry, can't have it.
Yeah, we gotta move on. Although I really do want to try the taco one more time. That was pretty delicious.
Oh, there we go. Cheers.
Got a full half a spoon, maybe even more.
Oh,
Salud.
no. I have to look like more came out, but no. This is like ketchup right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I was very generous,
Yeah.
and it's not going to be good for the tissue. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely more spicy, but
Mm-hmm.
it slowly kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
I
This is
still I,
not cute. I'm glad I'm already married.
I still yeah, because everyone's gonna see. We're gonna have 300,000
It's
impressions on
over.
this.
It's over.
Yeah.
My popsicle's like, drink me now.
Yeah. I still think the taco is more spicy. What do you think?
I do too. I do too. Wrong messaging on the back.
They might
Tell
have to
them.
rotate it. Seed
They
Ranch,
will.
we gotta talk to the guys.
Yes.
Our team will probably bring it up, but
Yes. The green is definitely hotter.
green is definitely hotter. Yeah.
We
Okay,
can
let's
keep
talk.
going with the red though. It's fine.
Yeah. No, we'll go backwards. So obviously it's a restaurant, and I can imagine all the different revenue streams that you have, mostly probably at the store level. Do you have other streams of revenue aside from selling food? Can you maybe walk through the business and operations a little bit?
Aside from selling food, I mean, I'll say probably our plant because we sell to our franchise partners. It's still selling food, but it's not to the customers. It's almost business to business.
Yeah.
And our most of them are food, but there's merch. We have
Oh, you
merch
sell merch?
online. We're looking to add our merch in restaurant. That one's pretty cool. Outside of food, it's a good question. What else is there outside of food? It's mostly food, I'll tell you that. It's not a
You
lie.
guys sell your hot
We
sauce?
sell our food. We sell our hot sauce, kind of. If you get it on the side, it's not in its own bottles right now. I want people to come into a restaurant to get that hot sauce. So I'm not gonna give it to you to add it on your own food at home.
Right, I see, I see. If they like the hot
Yeah.
sauce, they gotta go to Osmos. I get it.
Yes,
I
yes.
get
They
that.
usually come for the hot sauce and the garlic sauce, and they want to buy it in bottles. Fun fact, we used
Oh,
to have the bottles on the tables back in the day available to just drench your food.
go for it. Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah. Um, cool. And you said that you guys sell directly to the customers and also to franchise partners. Curious, what percentage of your stores are franchisees versus owned
Oh, we
stores?
only own 8 corporate restaurants ourselves.
Wow.
So that would make
The rest.
191 franchise. But
Wow.
cool thing about Osmos is a lot of our franchise partners are multi-unit franchise partners, which means a lot of them own up to 20 restaurants.
Whoa.
So we have very small number of franchise partners, 51 across 200 restaurants or 191,
And who
and
are
then 8
these?
corporate.
Are these just like ultra rich family offices or PEs that just buys 20 units, or is it like one and they do well and then they get two and then they do well and
Correct.
they get three? Like,
They all start with one. And if they do well operationally, they get another. So we do right by our franchise partners. If there's a location near them, we give them the first right of refusal. Are you interested in a second, or would you like us to pass it to someone else? It's almost like honoring them for being one of our franchise partners and allowing them to grow within Osmos, which is something they appreciate greatly. So a lot of them own up to 20, and they only get more if they're doing well, which is a win-win
mm,
situation.
wow. Um, and tell us a little bit about your marketing channels. I know we talked about some commercials that you've done. I don't know if
Yeah.
they happen all the time, but in a year, what are some of the channels? Where do you spend most of your marketing money?
Oh, okay. So definitely TV is one of the highest. I'll say third-party delivery platforms is pretty up there. Our app now is up there in terms of making sure that there are app exclusive offers available to our customers and they can only get it through there. We have a CRM where we reach out to our customer base. Um, Obviously, digital is huge for us. Social media is something that we're working on greatly improving this year. It's something that we're working diligently on. So SEO search, also room for improvement, something we can definitely improve upon. And we have our in-house team member that just got hired recently. So we're very excited about that.
Mm,
But lots I'll say you likely saw it all. The one thing we don't do and we do not ever like to do is discount our product. We
really?
try to capitalize on quality, the storytelling, the product ingredients, things like that. It's way more
Mm,
important for us for people to know that they should be happy feeding their children or themselves that food outside of the house. It's almost like a home cooked meal.
mm. And so I think I listed it all: TV apps, kind of food delivery apps, social, digital, SEO.
Billboards, so
Oh, billboards.
OOH, right? Out of home advertising. You got it. Yeah.
Which of these, I think it's like six or seven, is the highest in terms of return on investment? Like per dollar spent, it will generate the most revenue for you.
In terms of return on investment, I'll say probably delivery, third party delivery. That one's pretty good for us. Obviously, we learned that when people try our food, they're likely to come back for more, and therefore it's almost like your cost of acquisition for the customer.
Hmm. So so you can track that. Like you,
Yes.
you, you track when they come in through a food delivery app and they make repeat orders off of the delivery app, or is it
Yes,
still through the delivery app?
exactly. Yes. The data on on our app alone is huge for us for sure. You get to see the frequency of visits, you get to see the average check size, obviously, you get to see how often they are ordering, if there's a lapsed customer, if there's an experience piece, they can reach out. There's a lot of information that you're getting through the app. And those who download your app are the ones that really love your brand and probably eat there often enough because everybody has an app now. And
Uh-huh.
you'll likely not get it unless you really care for the brand. So there are loyal customers for sure.
Wow. Um, do you use a central hub to store all of your data across all the different marketing channels, social, SEO, and all that? Like, what do you use as a central hub for all the data?
Uh, Working on a improved system right now, but it is proprietary,
Oh,
the
so you
one
guys
that we have.
build your
Yes,
own, use your own
yes,
parameters and URL, like kind of tracking and everything.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there are a ton out there, right? A
Oh
ton
yeah,
out there, and there's like so many you can't even count. And if
exactly,
you build your own, you can customize it specific to your needs.
exactly.
Maybe a
And the
little more
question
expensive,
is,
but yeah,
the question is always, you spend more to improve it, or is there a system that you can plug and play that works for you? And that's always something that we look at. But proprietary, I feel like, protects your information a little bit more as well.
I think so. Yeah, yeah. I know there are a ton of there's been a ton of kind of controversies out there with agency like larger agencies and even third party like softwares that run your ads, and they've been publishing data based
Yeah,
off of your own data.
yeah.
So all the money that you're spending to learn how to
To
improve
learn everything is
everything
now handed
just
over to
is it, yeah.
somebody. Exactly.
Exactly. So
That's
that's
not
great.
cool.
It's always been proprietary, or you guys made the switch off of a third party platform to
Yes,
proprietary?
it's honestly, it started with Excel spreadsheets and then it became proprietary. So it was always pretty much proprietary, correct?
Okay, fantastic. Uh, so the delivery apps number one. Is there like a second, close
A
second?
second.
Yeah, in terms of which channel performs the best.
Mm, we saw TV be one back, I'll say more so back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Now that there's so much
Sure.
deviation from TV and their
Yeah.
streams and IPTV and this and that, we're not noticing it as, I'll say, heavily. Digital will probably be the second. Digital advertising is huge. Out of home probably right after that. I think at
Uh,
the end of the day, you have to do the whole MMM, mixed marketing model, where you have
yeah.
different touch points that cause a person to really think about your brand and feel that craving once they see it. That's what you have to do as a marketer for sure.
Yeah. I find SEO is great, but SEO, it's like they need it right now,
Yeah,
like in this second, and they know
yeah,
exactly what they're looking for. So
exactly.
if they are typing, shawarma, they already know in their head exactly what they want or something. Or
Exactly.
so it's like that's tough. Whereas other channels, like the delivery apps, it's more kind of general. Like they don't, they're not, very rarely will they be typing your name. They'll be typing like a food, and they'll be, oh, now that this is the first three rankings, I
Exactly.
will choose one of these three, and
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
find. Is that what you're seeing as well?
Our SEO needs help. Honestly, we got an in-house, team member, and that's something that is his number one priority right now. So our SEO isn't doing what it was supposed to do, and we realized it a little bit late. So once you fall down in the algorithm, you have to really rebuild it. And now we're in the rebuilding mode of the SEO, which takes time, and it's something that's a little bit out of your control, other than utilizing the proper keywords in place and whatnot. So I'll let you know because it should be our top. It really should.
Um, what's interesting, and when we talk to some of the guests on the show, is there's like nowadays there's a new version of SEO called GEO, Generative Engine Optimization. So you're optimizing for the Chat GPTs,
Yeah,
Claude. It's very different from optimizing for Google. Um, And so maybe that presents another challenge for
Yeah,
whoever now the SEO team or person has to do double. They have to do something different to optimize for
exactly.
ChatGPT. And like,
Exactly.
yeah, like for example, for you, when you have a question, how often are you going to ChatGPT to ask for answer versus Google? If you think
A
about your
100 times now. Yeah.
yeah, 10 out of
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Like we might be using Google for maps
Yeah.
for the map usage. So
Exactly.
a lot of people that I talk to nowadays, especially if they have a physical location, like in the case of shawarma, you are better off trying to optimize for the map searches than the search searches. Because the
Yes,
search engine searches, you're better off optimizing for ChatGPT models.
exactly. That's a good point.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Hot sauce question. How much is the company making in revenues this year?
Oh, unfortunately for you, not a hot sauce question.
Oh, it's not.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
Oh, got me double psych. Double psych.
Are we doing the spicier one?
Let's
Ooh.
do the taco. The taco was fun. I
Okay.
felt like that was a fun.
That was
It was.
painful. What are
It
you
was like a.
talking
It
about
was like
fun?
a Mexican dance
Your
party.
version of fun is all right.
Cheers! I got this full.
Here,
Ooh,
burns right away. Not even a little bit.
wow.
Right?
Yeah, but I like this one. It's fun because it's so spicy. The heat
Painful.
comes right away, and then it goes away.
It lingers. What are you talking about?
Okay, fine. Yeah, it does linger a little
Maybe
bit.
I should have just.
I know, right? Oh, yeah, that's
Hmm.
yeah, spicy.
Hmm.
Okay, so revenue is not disclosable. I did a quick search earlier. Uh, I did a quick search earlier. Now I lost it. Where was it?
Oh.
Oh no, I lost it. That's okay. I lost it. I don't know where I lost it.
I think you should
Um,
have hot sauce.
I think the hot sauce is affecting my judgment right now. Oof.
Helpful.
Yeah. I saw
Uh-huh.
over 140 million in sales.
Oh, north of that, but here
Oh,
we. Oh.
yeah. Yeah, you guys are doing really well. Really, really proud of you guys, and yeah, it's awesome that I saw you guys during the NBA runs, which makes it even more memorable. Because that was and now we're going back to talking about basketball, so we're gonna have to switch this. My team is like, stop, stop. Um,
Slide it in.
yeah. So there's a lot happening in marketing.
Hmm.
Obviously, AI is probably the biggest. And then
Yeah.
there's a ton of other things, just overall shifting preferences and um, new tools that people are using. And there's a ton.
Yeah.
When you think about marketing and you look forward 3 to 5 years, what are some of your predictions? Um, I'll leave it pretty open ended. You can answer
Yeah.
whatever way you want.
I like that question. I honestly highly encourage my team to use AI. We have one graphic designer in house and we ask the world of him. So I told him, find something that allows you to do what you do more efficiently and faster. So you can give it feedback. It maybe creates the baseline and then you take it from there.
Absolutely.
So when I think about the future, I think about how far can you take it in order to be a lot more efficient at your work, happier, and do it faster. And that's how I see it. I don't see it as I want to replace a person. I see it as I want to make that person do so much more and feel like their workload isn't excessive.
Absolutely. That's what I say to my team all the time.
Nice.
All the time. And I think some people, I think there's different types of people. There's some people that like to figure things out
Yes.
and they'll take that whatever you said and they'll just run with it
Yeah.
because they are just problem solvers. And then there are some people that like the solution to come at them, and then once they have the system, then they'll run with it.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with either. But I think in the beginning, in this stage right now, we need more of the problem solvers to be
Yeah.
leading the pack.
hmm
How do you train people to have that mindset, though?
Funny you say that because my go-to saying is come to me with a solution. And if you can't think of it, I will help you. But try to figure it out on your own. And you say, here's the problem, here's the solution. And what do you think at that point? And I'll most likely 9 times out of 10 say, run with it. Or I might say, what made you choose this over that, for example, to get an understanding of the perspective and then run with it. So I love that approach because I feel like it's teaching a man how to fish in a way,
Yeah.
right?
What do you do with certain and it happens because in a team of how large is the team now?
It's large now. VP of marketing, director, brand manager, LSM, DMM, social media, and me.
Wow, so just the
7.
marketing team is
That's
7,
just marketing.
and then
Yeah.
there's a lot. Okay, so it's a
Yeah.
huge team. There are some people that just what do you do with certain,
Graphic designer. 8.
especially
Sorry.
8, especially new hires that when they're stuck in this, there's so much in AI, so many things to test. What do you do in a position where they're stuck and nothing moves? Just can't figure it out and nothing moves. What do you do then?
Yeah. So it's in terms of finding the right AI or in terms of just in general?
Problem solving, yeah, just problem solving and figuring it out. Obviously, it'll be nice if people figure it out. Like, but what do you
Yeah.
do with people that need a little more
Okay.
push?
So I get them to do a table and it's highest impact, highest reward. What can I do now that's fast and efficient? What can I do later or work on piece by piece? And it's almost that work back schedule towards each goal because we all have a lot on our plates. We're lucky enough to live in North America and working is a big part of our lives. So it's more so just prioritizing based on what will really make the biggest impact. And I always, at least from the marketing side, what is it that franchise partners are going to see and notice? What is it that our customers are going to see and notice? Because
Really?
those are probably very important in terms of touch points with our customers. And let's work on those first.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. I love that. I love that. Um, okay, I think I don't think we have in the past we used to have rapid fire rounds. I think we don't have any right now. So we'll talk a little bit more about actually there was a good question. So we started this new segment called where the previous guest would give you a question and then you would create another question for the next guest that comes on the
I
show.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the previous guest that came on the show had a question for you, and it's actually sorry, I'll take that back. We do have a rapid fire segment. We do. I think the heat is getting to me. I can't think right now. All right,
Can you feel the heat?
I feel the heat. All right, five questions for you. Go quick, and if you can answer all, we don't take a shot of hot sauce, and then we move on. All
I
right.
like to think.
If your life had a theme song, what would it be?
Don't worry. Be happy.
Let's go. Okay. Pineapple on shawarma? Yes or hard pass?
Yes.
What's the most useless talent you secretly have?
The most useless
Yeah,
talent? Oh my gosh.
useless
I have
talent.
so many useless talents. Okay, useless talent. Useless talent. Yeah, what is it? I can pop a little thing on my pinky, and it's like a little teeny tiny ball that comes, and you can pop it, and you can feel it squish.
What?
I don't know if it's a talent. Okay, how about this?
What?
How about this?
Okay, I heard a little. I didn't hear a lot, but I'm sure if it was in person, it would be louder. Okay. You have to get a tattoo of a menu item. menu
Oh,
item. What are you permanently inking yourself with? And where? And where?
oh, wow. No one can see that. Okay, let's think. Menu item, tattoo. Ooh, brownie.
Brownies. Just one
Just
single
because.
pound, one single brownie, or like a plate of brownies.
Are you saying the picture or the word? I'm trying to think here. I thought it was the
Oh,
word.
that's good. Let's
Okay,
go with the picture. Let's go with the picture.
picture.
Yeah.
Okay, then no, definitely not a brownie. That's ugly.
A plate of brownies.
Okay, let's think. Okay, picture. It would be salad?
Salad?
That's gross.
Okay.
Something.
Yeah. And
The
then
rotisserie? The
where
rotisserie? Because
just
they used to call me
just
Shawarma Princess.
a rotisserie chicken? And then
Just
where
just
would
a
you
rotisserie inside of my arm.
inside? Okay, nice. Nice. Because that's where the protein goes, right? It goes in the pec in the biceps. Last question. We just gotta get through this.
Okay.
Who's the worst influencer you've ever worked with at Osmos?
Let's take a hot shot. Hot sauce shot? Hot shot?
Sauce? Okay, I'll let you choose this one. Which one do you want to go with?
Oh, I choose umami. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's go with the hard one because
The hard one?
I like a challenge and I'm gonna cry for picking this.
But is it like I don't like it's
Wait, you're
not
going with
really.
the red or green?
Oh, you're going to the green? Oh, I'm going with the green. Yeah. I
Oh,
thought you
okay,
meant.
just pass that.
Yeah, the green one is fun. The green one is fun.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my friends to do it next time.
Can you
See.
fill it up, please? Because I feel like you've been weak here.
Okay, all right. I filled it to the top.
Okay, fine.
All right. Cheers. I'm getting bullied on this episode. Ooh,
Oh,
it's so
bad choice,
spicy.
Bernadette.
Yeah.
I'm literally like having all the, oh, my popsicle died.
You ate the whole thing.
No, it died.
Um. Oh. All
It's
right.
now
Now we're gonna
coaches.
do. Um.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, before we do that, what's
Why?
there's a huge trend towards health and wellness. It's like a huge trend nowadays. What's your like healthy thing that you do nowadays that you're really passionate about or excited about?
Well, I don't know that it's nowadays. I've always loved volleyball. We have a volleyball fundraiser for Osmos Hope Fund, partly because selfishly Ben and I love it, but I play volleyball at least once a week, and lately it's been twice a week, and
Wow.
that's been forever now.
And do you have you seen Haikyuu, the anime?
Yes.
Yeah. So
No.
our Noe loves animes. And so she's
Oh.
yeah. Um, what position do you
We
play?
love Noe, so there you go.
Ooh, no way. What position do you play?
Well, we still do the rotating. So pretty much everything. I'll say pretty good setter, great server,
Oh,
great receiver. The one thing I need to work on is my spiking because
are we
I
still
don't.
talking about volleyball or working
I'm
at
so sorry.
Osmos?
What are we talking about?
Are we talking about working at Osmos?
I'm talking about volleyball.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay, cool. Okay, so are you on like a team, like a regular team that you play with, or you just do
Yeah,
drop-ins?
I'm on two leagues,
You're on two
Mondays and
leads.
Saturdays. Yeah, yeah.
So is your passion. Volleyball is
I
your
love
passion.
it. I
Yeah.
love it. Yes.
I used to play a lot of volleyball. Nowadays I play a lot of golf.
Oh, nice. We have a golf tournament fundraiser on June 12th.
Can't even talk
And
anymore.
I can't talk.
We can't talk anymore. My
That's
nose
on
is
a regular
leaking.
day.
Oh man, you guys have like who's coming out? Maybe I'll have to.
I think you are,
I think I'm gonna
because
fly
are
out.
you in town?
Um, where are you? Where are you?
June 12th, Ontario.
You're in
It'll be
Ontario.
it'll be
Which part
Windsor.
of? Are you in Mississauga? Are you in Mississauga or
We are
somewhere?
in Mississauga. Yes.
I thought
It's
people.
called Windsor Royal, I'm pretty sure the golf course is, but don't quote me on that. I'll send you the details if you are in town and interested. You're in.
Send me the details. I might.
Okay. Sounds
I
good.
might
Will
be.
do.
I might be in New York.
Okay. So
So
8-hour drive, no problem.
it's not that far at all. Just chugging hot sauce during the ride. Uh, okay, yes, let me know. Let me know.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. We'll do this and then we'll do a wrap up.
Okay,
It's just been super fun, by the way. I had so much fun on the show
it's
on
my
the episode.
pleasure.
Yeah.
My tissue has gotten this big.
I had no tissue, just wiping on my shirt. So
You're
we got a question from our previous guest, Dux from AvePoint. He's the CMO of AvePoint, and he asks, if your life was a Netflix show, which one would it be? Existing show, which one would it be
Ooh,
and why?
that's hard because I don't watch TV half as much as I should or used to. What are the shows that are out? That gets you
Okay,
excited.
well, okay, maybe we'll change this a little bit because I also don't watch too much Netflix.
Yeah.
Or like a movie. Life was
Okay.
a movie, or
What would it be like?
yeah.
Hmm. Wow. Okay. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Who's like a very positive person that's always laughing and having fun? That would be my life.
Ooh, is
I'd
there
like to
one?
have fun with the team. Everyone here knows my personality is very chill and laid back. I'm not sure.
What about what
We were
about?
thinking the Office series as a joke. I know it's
Oh,
not current, but as a joke, we always say like we reference The Office here. We love Friends and The Office, and we reference a lot of those shows here. And I feel like I guess
maybe.
either or.
Um. Oh, so you like Friends?
I do. I love
Which
Friends.
character? Which character do you
Oh,
think
my
you're the
favorite
closest?
is
Yeah,
by far Chandler. Who
Chandler.
am I closest to? Hmm. No, I don't know. I want to say Rachel.
Rachel.
Because,
Okay.
she's cute, but that'd be just for
And
me, not for anyone else.
she's funny, and she
Sure.
has her moments. She has her moments. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Chandler, the goat,
Hands down.
the goat
Hands
of Friends by far.
down. Yes.
And what question would you like to ask the next guest?
Yes, I was trying to think about that in the top of my head, and I wanna make it fun
So they're all
because
CMOs and CEOs.
yes, yes.
What can you pull out of them to make it more? Just pull something out of them.
Mm,
Fun.
what did you learn from a little kid, not from an adult?
Recently, in the last year or
Sure.
ever,
Keep it open.
keep it open. Okay,
Ever.
keep it open.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
ever? What have you learned from a little kid,
Yeah.
not from an adult? Okay, I like that one. That's a good question. That's a great
Sometimes
question.
they could really put you in your place, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I love those kids that make you think. Those good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're gonna do a wrap up. This has been so much fun. I think we can talk for an hour or hours just on the Raptors. I think that I can talk for that long. Do you have a
Flipping
favorite?
it back to the start.
Do you have a favorite team before we do a wrap up? Do you have a
A
favorite team right
favorite
now?
team?
Yeah,
It is Raptors.
the Raptors. Okay,
It is
for the playoffs. For the playoffs, do you have a
for the
favorite?
playoffs. Oh, Steph Curry,
And the Warriors,
his team. What's his team name?
the Golden State
Don't
Warriors.
put me on the spot. That's my husband's job to answer. Team names. I'm like Steph Curry's team.
Steph
I
Curry's team.
also love LeBron, which I believe is Lakers right now. Correct? It's
Yep.
been for a while. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Lakers is
Yeah.
third right now in
Yeah.
the standings, and
And
Golden State is just
Luca, when he was traded into that team, was crazy.
yeah,
So that was intense, and I think they made a big mistake by letting him go, but I could get in trouble for saying that.
yeah. But LeBron and Doncic are now on the same team, so
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah. When he got
they're
traded in, now it's him and LeBron. Like, who's gonna stand in their way?
yeah,
Steph Curry, maybe.
they have an amazing team. Yeah, Curry is always like
He's
goat.
superhuman.
He's
Did you
superhuman.
see the shot from the stairs pretty much to getting a 3-pointer?
Oh
I
my
don't know if
God,
it should be a
was that
10-pointer.
yesterday?
No, it's a video that went viral and
Oh
he
yeah, I've
he
seen
was
those
at
ones.
the end of the court.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's done some crazy things.
Yeah. Superhuman.
Yeah.
He has
Um,
osmos all the time, I heard.
ooh,
Not sure.
ooh, ooh. Wait, are you guys in the U.S. as well?
Yeah, 6
Okay,
locations.
6 in the U.S. So that's probably gonna expand. Um, is the tariffs affecting you guys? Are the
No,
fears of tariffs affecting you
no,
guys at all?
no,
No?
no. We a little bit, yeah. But it was shut down for a little bit. That helped. So far, so good.
So far, so
Crossing our
good.
fingers.
Yeah. Please, please, Mr. Trump. All right.
Wake up on your good side of the bed.
So this super fun. We're at an hour now. I promise no more questions. But where can the audience follow you and your work? Maybe give
At
us like
Osmos.
your plug. Yeah.
Please follow us at Osmos, at Osmos. Oh my gosh, hot sauce. So at Osmos on Instagram, we're going to come up with some really great skits soon, and it will be a
Skits.
fun watch, hopefully more fun than me today.
No, it's fun. So you guys gonna do type skits in the? Is that
Oh,
what's gonna
how
happen?
did you know?
Ooh, okay, guys, we're gonna follow. We're gonna follow, and
Yeah.
we're gonna bug Bernadette.
Yeah.
We'll tag her on IG as well.
It's probably 2 months out for those, but yes.
And then
Inside information.
any closing thoughts or anything you want to plug for the future, or final pieces of advice you want to leave with our marketing audience?
All right, that's a good one. I'll say, to a marketing audience. Okay, wait, I have to change what I had in mind. For marketing audience, I'll say have fun with what you're doing. Make sure that your team buys into it and gives their own ideas. Don't shut down ideas right off the bat. A lot of times it's easy to say no, but saying yes is actually what's harder. So make sure you listen, absorb, and see what's feasible and doable and have fun with it. That's my advice.
Awesome. Well, Bernadette, thank you for coming on the show. It was a pleasure having you. We'll have to get you on for round 2 at some point. And yeah, maybe I will see you in Mississauga.
Yeah.
Is it Mississauga?
Mississauga, you got it. Yes.
Mississauga. I swore someone told me it's Mississauga. Anyways, thank you for coming on. Thank you for listening. If you made it all the way here, and look forward to the next episode in the second Friday of each month.
My pleasure. Thank you, Simon, to you and your team, Noe and Sophie. Have a great day.